Okay, so I am back at it again, but this time I'm going to give you a build that I made myself that I think is going to be quite fun, especially for those unique individuals that are out there that are struggling just like me on what to decide on how to play this game and what they should do. And I feel like this build does just that. It has a bit of everything, and you're still very strong, you're still very powerful, and you can still use whatever you like: range, swords, mage, whilst also being super tanky, whilst also doing a bunch of damage, and you almost feel like you're not really missing out on a lot. So let's go ahead and start off this build, and I'll talk you guys through onto what I did and why. Now, the first choice is your specialization. You have a choice of either going for mage or combat. Both of these are going to be good for you to decide on what you want to specialize in. And as you can see on the top, it's going to tell you that a +5 level bonus will be added to 7 of your specialization skills. So essentially the whole idea with this build is we're going to be wearing heavy armor whilst also casting spells, whilst also being super tanky and just being an absolute monster in almost every way possible. So we're going to go ahead and take strength. Why? This is going to make us do more damage with our weapons. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go for magicka because it's going to allow us to cast more powerful spells. The more maximum magicka we have, the more powerful spells we can cast. Now what I decided to go for was blade. If you want to use a blunt weapon, go for it, but I feel like with blades you can swing them much faster. You can swing swords much faster than you can swing a hammer, a war hammer, and most of the time these weapons here, the blunt weapons, are going to be two-handed. I'm going to go for heavy armor. If you do want to go ahead and pick light armor instead, you can go for it and pick light armor instead. That is about it. The reason why I didn't take block is because even if I do decide to use a shield, I could level this up rapidly myself anyway, just by simply just holding up my shield, and I'll be able to, level this up. Let's go on to the next page. Now, this is where it gets kind of difficult because almost every single skill in the mage category is very useful and it is very, very OP. So the only thing is I've decided to not take alchemy because I don't like potions. I don't create potions. I barely even use potions. The only potion that is going to be a health potion. I'm very basic. Even using a health potion is a bit of a drag for me. I can't be asked. I can't be going to the bench and trying to craft some potions, getting the ingredients, finding out what they do. Can't be bothered. Don't care. If you're gonna kill me. I'd rather not use the potion. Like, resist frost. No. How about you resist my life and get out? I do not want to craft potion. Bro, I hate it. I hate it in every game. I hate everything. Like, it's like you just have to. It's too tedious. I don't want to do it. Anyways. But yeah, so that's why we're not taking alchemy. If you want to take it, go for it. We're going to take alteration. It's very powerful, especially when you level up almost to the max, where you can protect yourself from physical and magical damage to the point where you only take damage from range. Eventually, you're going to become a god. Destruction, pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be casting a lot of destruction spells. We want this to kind of level up quickly because everything we have selected here is going to get a permanent double XP buff. If you don't know anything about these major skills and how they work, I do go into a bit more in my detailed guide of which major skills you should take for the build that you want. So if you do want to make your own custom build, do watch that video and you can make your own build however you like. So yeah, we're going to take destruction. Now illusion, why? Because the silence and the paralyze, where you can paralyze people for like 2 minutes straight, is absolutely busted and broken. The rest of the stuff, like, creating light and shit, who gives a shit, right? I agree, but we don't care about that. We're going to go for the paralyze and the silence. Completely busted, completely broken. Mage is disgusting, so yeah, that is exactly why we're going to go for that. Now, mysticism, you can bind souls, you can reflect damage, you can absorb magic. This is just, I don't even need to explain this. With just those three things I mentioned should pretty much explain why we're taking this. Restoration is kind of hard to level up, and it does, take a while to level up. So plus, you're going to be doing dungeons, you're going to be playing solo, so you might need a health potion, but you don't have any health potions left. And having high restoration will allow you to cast spells to heal yourself and to cure yourself and to cure. I can't speak anymore. To cure yourself from diseases and to improve your resistances. So, pretty good skill to have overall. Now, what is this build missing out on? Because we are missing out on a bunch. Now, what we're missing out on is acrobatics. That would be good to get because it is a pain to level up. What we're missing out on is athletics because it would be good to get. What we're missing out on is sneak. It would be good to get. However, I have made a 99 sneaking guide where you can get 99 sneaking at level 1. That video should be uploaded on the channel very, very soon, before this video. So if you do want to get 99 sneaking before you even leave the tutorial, then go ahead and watch that video. It is super easy to do. That's why it's like, do we take sneak? Do we not? Like, why? When we can already get 99 sneaking? Yeah, by doing that glitch, we're kind of saving ourselves a major skill slot. And plus, by maging, we can't actually get sneak attacks with mage. You can only get sneak attacks with range. So, and another thing that we're going to be missing out on is going to be marksman. Can take it off if we want to. If we want to take off alteration, sure. We'll just have to train it naturally and, take the hit. We also didn't take conjuration. The reason why I didn't take conjuration for this build is because I want to be the center of attention. I don't want any familiar of mine to be having their main character TikTok edit in front of me. Like, I don't want that. I want to be the center of attention in this game. I don't want anyone to take the credit away from me. Like, I don't want my golem to just smash 10 people and just go ham and I'm just there in the background as if he's the main character in this game and I'm his familiar. Like, I don't want that. So we're gonna not take conjuration with it. It is quite difficult, but you can make a decision on what you want to sacrifice. However, I would recommend you to put marksman into your build too. If I had to choose which one I'd take off, I'd probably take off the heavy armor, because regardless, even if you wear heavy armor, it's going to level up anyway. So by just taking marksman, you're going to level this up very, very rapidly, and you're going to be doing a lot of damage with. So basically at this point, we're doing a bunch of damage with the bows, we're doing a bunch of damage with magic, we can stun them, we can silence them, we can take no damage, reflect damage, we could do a bunch. And we're also going to be using a blade, and we're going to be good with blades too, dealing a bunch of damage. And remember, with the blades, we have taken strength and combat for our specialization and our favored attribute. So a bunch of damage is going to be going their way in all three of the categories. I feel like this is like an all-round build, and it's not the worst, especially if you consider the fact that you don't need sneak if you do that glitch that I told you guys to do. However, you can still train sneak yourself if you do want to, you know, still train sneak. Don't get me wrong, you can still do it. We do have marksman in this build as well. You can just use a bow and arrow and go sneaking around and level up your sneak that way, the natural way, the normal way. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to go for this build because I'm so torn between what to do and what to go for, and I feel like if I go for something, I'm just going to miss out on a super fun build. Whereas I feel like this got everything. I can use a sword, I can use a bow, I can do the sneak, I could still be a sneaky little rat and abuse the glitch if I want to. I could just do it all. And the main thing that you would want to worry about missing out on in this game is going to be the mage skills, because they are so broken. Yeah, I can't wait to use this build. I can't wait to play with it. So let me know what you guys think. If you've made this build, let me know how it goes. Let me know if I'm onto something or if I'm just completely cooking something useless here. I would love to know your opinion. I do make some character creation guides. I do show some glitches and a bunch of other things. So if you do want to, you know, check out the channel, then yeah, go for it. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Show the love, show the support. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. For this match, we've got some fresh meat to... brand new pit dogs. So let's not waste any time. Let the battle begin!
Whoa! Whoa!
This match is mine, weakling! Show me what you've got!
Good people, we have a winner! All hail the combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and rest. You...
By the 9 divines, you did it. You actually won. You ain't so bad after all, pit dog. Here, kid. This is your payout for the victory. There's more where that came from.